Good morning, guys. Good morning. A bit chilly this morning, so decided to do my cardio, be versatile, and get my cardio in and explain our GVT week, German Volume Training Week. So basically, at Streetwise, our programming consists of 4-week blocks, and usually we stick to a certain type of training or a certain type of training style for about 2 weeks, and then we flip it on its head and change it up. Why I do this is to keep the members always guessing. Programming is never the same in terms of daily programming, and you know, you're not running long lengths of the same old boring training patterns. So you know, it keeps them excited, keeps them working hard, and it also, you know, it keeps the body ticking over and guessing and not getting used to regular patterns. Now, we've just come out of a high volume muscle endurance week, or 2 weeks of it. Okay, so that consists of a lot of high rep. We do things like reps at 20, 25, but giant sets, 5, 6 exercises back to back, plus then the cardio sets that they've got in between that. They might be on the row, the bike, taking a run around the warehouse in between those sets. So over a day or over an hour, members can expect to complete anywhere up to 600 to 700 reps minimum, loaded plus unloaded. So, you know, doing 2 weeks of that, the body can take a massive hit. So what you want to be able to do after about 14 to 16 days of that training is to then back it down, but not too much. And that's why I've chosen to this week, or start of this week, was run German volume training. Now, German volume training is a really good subject to train because it basically allows you to lift, you know, 60% of your max rep and hold it there for 10 sets of 10, 5 sets of 5, depending again on your goals. But objective is to pack on a little bit more muscle than you would during any of the endurance sessions, or, you know, hit sessions or anything like that. So that's why we've chosen to do that. Gives them a bit more of a break. It's not as intense as a hit session or a high volume session, but you're still working hard. So let me explain German volume training. So what we've done, we split it into a couple like days of 5 by 5 or 10 times 10, and that's including your accessory work as well. Okay, so let's just pick the bench press, okay, or flat chest press. You try to sustain the same weight all the way through for 10 sets, okay, if you're doing 10 times 10. For me, I was trying to hit around the 26, 28 kilo mark all the way for 10 sets, which I was able to do, okay. So just depending on your strength or where you want to get to, you hold it for 10 sets, and it gets quite hard. So on the back of that, you can literally superset it with something just like a push-up, 10 sets of 10, okay, 10 push-ups, 10 bench press, or 10 dumbbell press. And that's how easy that workout can be, okay? So you're probably going to get realistically 2 to 3 sets in over 40 minutes or over 50 minutes. But I promise you, in terms of depth and muscular hypertrophy, you get a really good workout, okay? So I'm feeling my chest when I tighten it up from Monday's workout, and that's no bullshit. I'm quite tender. So it's a good way of working out. It's a good way to sort of deload from a high volume week, or where your body's taking a bit of a battering. So yeah, that's why we've chosen for the next 14 days to run GVT. So you do notice strength increases within about a week. So your second week, when you're starting to run that same pattern, you definitely see there's an increase when you're starting to lift on certain body parts. So You know, keep it to compound lifting. You know, if you're going to do something like bench press, deadlift, squat, you know, and you can also do the smaller machine weights as well. You just got to know your variables on what you're able to lift. You don't want to go too light because it really won't work until probably the 6th or 7th set. You want your body or your muscle group to work from the very first set, okay? So give that a go. I think, you know, for the guys or girls who want to get a little bit bigger, 5x5 at a good, you know, you're probably lifting 80% of your 1 RM on a 5x5, but 10x10, you crack on with about 60% of your 1 RM and you hold that pattern all the way through 10 sets. Okay, so give it a shot. And as I said, you know, like programming for Streetwise is done in 4 weeks blocks, so it's a good way to gauge people's strength and endurance, depending on the programming or time of programming during the month. Okay guys, so that's just explaining GVT, German volume training. If you've heard it, you probably have. And yeah, I think it is a good way to train in some point of your programming. So yeah, give that a go. And if you're looking for any training or any of our help, please contact us on any of our social media channels or email, and we will be glad to help you out. Right, I'm going to finish my cardio. Have a good week, and we'll get back to you soon.